Yeah. You don't want to
That's the problem, right?
That's right, Judge. You be on you now. Get me.
All right.
Let me tell.
Keep it open.
Good morning. 36th District Court in the state of Michigan is now in session with the Honorable Judge Donald Coleman presiding. While court is in session, there will be no eating, sleeping, talking, gum chewing, or reading any materials. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, this is case number 24, 168711. This is Midland Credit Management versus Joanna Reynolds. The matter is before the court. I have it set for a status conference. I believe it's an adjourned status conference date. I also see that there has been the filing of a motion for summary disposition. Your appearance for the plaintiff, please.
Attorney Jay Begg, BAIGP 36820, appearing on behalf of plaintiff. Your Honor, I'm on the record on another one. If you could just pass on.
I'm sorry. I know that there is another Midland matter. So you want what are you asking me to do, counsel? Are you at?
Yes.
Mr. Begg. All right, I got it.
Yes, I just got called on the record in Harper Woods case, Your Honor. Is it possible just to pass just for a few minutes? It's just a pretrial.
Thank you. We'll come back to you in just a moment. And Ms. Reynolds will come back. All right, this is case number 24, 169257. This is LB Funding LLC versus Walter Fortson. The matter is before the court, set on for a status conference. Do I have the parties in regard to that matter? Anyone on the LB Funding versus Fortson? All right, I don't see any of the parties on that matter. I will call that matter again before the court closes out its docket. I'm looking now for parties on Citizen Bank versus Terrence Lovejoy. Either party on this record at this time, say something. And Madam, the report of that is 24161835. I'm going to come back to that matter as well. I don't see the parties on the Zoom at this time. I do have a notation wherein the plaintiff in this matter, plaintiff's counsel on the Citibank matter, did appear in court on the 3rd of February and indicated that the matter had been resolved. The court then adjourned the matter over until today's date by anticipating paperwork regarding this matter. I have not received any paperwork. It may not have come the file. The court will calendar the matter for 15 days, and if I've not received the paperwork, then the matter would be dismissed. So the court will review the matter on the 18th. On the 18th of March. And that's not a hearing review. That's just a review by the court at that time to see what the paperwork is called. We're back on the record now as relates to the suffix 8711. That's Midland versus Joanna Reynolds. The matter is before the court. As previously indicated, I have it as an adjourned status conference, but I also have it set for a hearing on a motion for summary disposition. And looking at it, it looks like that motion was filed on or about the 27th of January of 2025. All right, Mr. Begg, you've been at your appearance in this Reynolds. I know that you are present as well regarding this matter. Counsel?
Your Honor, yes, Jay Begg, P36820, appearing on behalf of plaintiff. Your Honor, I'm sure you've read the motion for summary disposition. We've submitted documentary evidence regarding the debt To my knowledge, Ms. Reynolds has not filed a response as she was required to do so. So at this time, requesting that the motion be granted. Damages 906.75, court cost of $124 even, for a total of $1,030.75.
I saw, of course, read your motion, that indicates, that there's no genuine issue of material, fact in this matter. That summary disposition should be granted. You're correct. I have not, seen a written response, and it looks like, this, indebtedness arises, with something that has to do with a milestone, credit usage that ultimately was transferred over to Midland. Is that about the size of it, Council?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Reynolds, what do you have to say regarding the motion? You didn't file anything in writing in regard to the motion. Talk to me, ma'am.
I did file something in writing. I don't know if it was done correctly, but I did have something in writing, and I've mailed it to the law firm that I
All
was
right,
responding to.
when did you do that, ma'am?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, when did you do that?
When did I do that?
Yeah, when did you said you filed a response to the motion and you sent a copy. When did you do that? That's what I'm trying to find out.
Oh, I don't know the date. I'm sorry.
Okay, now, the reason I asked you that is because the complaint in this matter, you did file an answer to the complaint. That's why a default was not entered. This motion was filed. This motion was filed in January. Did you file an answer to the motion? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I know I responded to something. I just wasn't sure which one it was.
All right, got it. I just wanted to see if there was a separate response. I was going to try to track that down. But go ahead, ma'am. Tell me what your reaction is to this motion that's been filed, ma'am.
Well, I am aware that I do have debt with a credit card company, but I didn't know about is it like a debt collector? So this was my first time getting a credit card. I was just trying to build my credit. I had just come out of a divorce, so I was trying to build something, So I didn't know anything about credit, and also teach my children, and so I'm basically learning. So I didn't know, but I don't deny that I do owe a credit card company, But I was just trying to, I guess at that time find my footing after my divorce. Yes.
So it sounds like it sounds like some of the credit usage was somehow in connection with the company that I mentioned, and that company seemed to have been connected to a company called Genesis. And ultimately, the debt was sold. This debt was sold to Midland. That's why Midland is suing you, because they purchased the debt from the original credit card situation.
Okay.
In some of this, well, that seems to be the background, and it seems to be consistent with some of the things, that you're telling me. So, and this dates back to at least as early as 2022. Is when I'm seeing bills. So basically, there doesn't seem to be a real disputed issue about whether there is indebtedness here, and I can understand that you were trying to find out if this you don't want to pay the debt twice. If it's you don't want it to be so you shouldn't face another indebtedness regarding this particular situation where there was a milestone, was the company somehow that was connected here, and then checks were to be made payable to Genesis FS Card Services. So that debt that debt is what you're being sued on, and it's being sued in the name of Midland because Midland is a successor. They purchased the debt. That's what this case is about. All right, so I don't find that there's a real a fact a question regarding this indebtedness. So it seems like it's your obligation. Now, that would mean that the plaintiff is entitled to a judgment in this matter. How you pay it, you can always reach out to them and try to work out a payment agreement, or you can petition the court for an amount that you believe that you can pay to try to get this paid off, because that's the next step. First step is to settle up on the fact that there is an indebtedness, and the final step is to figure out a way to pay it, right? So you
Okay.
can always petition, or you can reach out to their office to try and set it up. If you can't get that worked out, then just file a petition for partial payments, and I'll figure out what's a reasonable payment. Understand?
Okay. Yes.
So a motion is granted in this matter for the reasons I've articulated on this record at this time. So I wish you well. You get a copy of the court's order, and then that means that you'll have to pay the $1,030.75. You can do that in installments. You can petition court for that. You can call Mr. Bates' office to try to work something out. But that's the document that you're going to get from me, the judgment for, right? So I wish you well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. And then for the
Thank you, Your
Citibank versus Lovejoy, there's an opposing counsel. I'll just do a scheduling order.
Oh, yeah, I did call that one. So that's the suffix 9257, Albion Funding versus Walter Fortson. Your appearance formally on that matter, counsel.
Is this Citibank versus Lovejoy?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Citibank versus Lovejoy, that's been dismissed, Judge. They just sent me a order.
Yeah, the Lovejoy matter has been dismissed, counsel. We just got an order on it.
Oh, on Citibank versus Lovejoy was dismissed?
Yes. Someone just sent in a stipulated order for dismissal.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
All right, counsel. All right, good day. So you're all set, Ms. Reynolds. You'll get this in the mail from me. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.